Everyone, someone asked for a boat tour of Caro Babbo. This is her. There's a Salomat 3040 wind vane, which is a servo pendulum with an external rudder. This is a Maxi 95. I don't take too good a care of the top sides. You can see from the straps. She's only going to be in the water a few months and then it'll happen again. And I don't have a buffer here. Cushions are down below at the moment. And that's a car. A friend who fishes here lent me. On the deck is a Portland Pudgy. That is an isomat mast, and it's not standard with this boat. It's a half a meter taller. And once we had the sails, a new suit of sails cut properly for that mast, she sailed much better. Those who were around last year remember me putting in new cutlass bearing for that, having the prop balanced and the dripless seal polished. There's a canvas worker who's doing some work for me and hasn't finished. We go in the water tomorrow and we'll see if he finishes. On the boat right now is 320 watts of solar. The solar is actually held down with duo lock and it works very well. You can take it off and put it back down. The bows are missing from this, otherwise that would be up, and it still needs to be down. This is a brand new Dodger top, and we're going to be gluing that down as well. This is the aft cabinet. Makes it an unusual boat. It's a very large cockpit, which people worry about for passages, but we've never had anything close to breaking into this. It's a very dry boat. In the aft cabin, which has cushions that haven't been fully upholstered. Apparently, once you become a navigator, you don't longer do upholstery. These berths are 2 meters long, and they have sitting space. There's a space there. We have 600 feet of line there. There is about 20 gallons of diesel down below. In the cockpit, we have a standard lazarette that we all have, full of lots of junk. The water tank is underneath there, or one of the water tanks. And under this one, this is a Yanmar control, as you can see, is some tool cases, the waste tank. Below the tool cases are 4 lead acid batteries, and below them are the fuel tank. We have the controls for the MMPT charger here, and another charger there that is solely for the cranking battery. I like the doors. I like these doors very much, but the problem is they're completely binary. They're either open or closed, which is not what I have in mind while we're sailing offshore, and they're also, of course, opaque. So what I have made are plexiglass doors. Plexiglass will shatter if you drop it. You can see the crack there. These just left out. They're done in such a way that if the water is pushing against them, it should hold them into place. We'll watch this be known. No, that is a engine under the table. It's a Yanmar 3GM30F. It's freshwater cooled. This is a not bad cabin. There's more than 6 feet of headroom here. As you move forward, it drops a little bit. A Taylor stove. And on a little piece of video I'll splice in, you can see what's under here, but this is storage because the engine, there are 4 of those bins there. There are usually a couple more 2-gallon buckets back underneath there, and large containers of cooking oil, etc. As you can see, a 5-gallon bucket for flour, and a torch that's needed to preheat the kerosene stove. There is the forepeak. Storage underneath the entire forepeak, which makes it quite nice. And then forward there is another closet, and in front of that is a sail locker, which is also a crash zone. It's watertight, so you can crash the bow, and all things should be good. Jennifer's side, my side, but I will forget to show you what's under here if I get cleaning and putting things away. This is under the cockpit. We call it the basement. Lots of electronics and things over here. Fuel filter. On the other side we have a hot water heater, a water maker, an accumulator, a water pump, filter for the water maker, AC, and a very bad I hate. If we come up on deck, depending on how long we run here. You will see this is a flush deck that we keep the Portland Pudgy on. What makes this boat unusual in many ways is this locker, which I'm about to show you. You can see I don't use roller furling. We have 4 head sails with us. But what is unusual is that the head sail stays hanked on. So this is a 135, which we keep in there. And to raise it, we just pull it up, and we never take it off. So when it comes down to either go down to a 90 or up to a 170, we leave it there, and then we connect the tack of the next sail in here, hank it on, and up it goes. You'll also notice there is no windlass. Someone told me when you get to 60 you can't lift up one of these anchors. That doesn't seem to be true. Apparently I can even pull the boat forward and lift the anchor when Jennifer leaves the engine in reverse. But that's a separate story. So this is our boat. We sail it here and there. We're in Homer, Alaska because we sailed it up from Hawaii, as most people know. Thanks for the tour. It's nice to be part of the saloon.